But I promise you, folks, this will be well worth the wait because, okay, now we could do it. Let's say hello to Katie McHugh, the Daily Caller, editor of the Daily Caller. Hey, Katie, how are you? Act with everything that's going on and everything. The portion that I read on the air, the report from the Center for American Progress, talking that's in it and everything we know about. This is actually shocking, believe it or not.
Yeah. It's shocking because it's coming from the same people who try to trumpet social justice all the time.
Yeah, so I guess they're saying here, the portion that I read on the air, the report from the Center for American Progress, talking about their research. I guess what they're saying basically is white doctors are racist. They give better care to white people, and they don't have the empathy or the sympathy or the patience, different kind of patience, for patients of a different race. And we got to try to remedy that.
Yeah, and actually, what their presuppositions are even worse because they blame disparities in healthcare, which are a concern, and we can remedy them. They're blaming it on white racism, and they're saying that for some reason that white Americans are actively denying minorities health care in order to harm them. That's an extraordinary claim.
Well, it fits right in, though, Katie, with, to a certain extent, with Obama claiming on separate occasions that a doctor would rather cut off the diabetic's leg than treat the diabetes for money, and they rather take the kid's tonsils out than cure the sore throat for money. So, it fits right in with the worldview of doctors in the Obama administration.
I'd forgotten about those comments, and now it makes sense. It's disturbing that there was actually a racial context behind his comments.
Absolutely.
Especially because he's supposed to be Mr. Post-racial president.
Yeah, right. All right, so what does this all mean in practical terms? I mean, what's going on here? You talk about the taxpayer dollars into an affirmative action, candidates whose judgment will lead to the life or death decisions. What's that all about?
Well, that means that the bill, the health care bill itself, I have to wonder, I don't think anyone's actually read this thing because they demand that colleges actively recruit minorities. They'll forgive their loans, they'll give them scholarships, and then they want to send them to underserved areas like other minority communities to be their doctors. And it is I guess you can see a concern. It's okay, we don't have as many African American doctors as, white doctors. But that's not necessarily blamed for racism. If you look at the African American illegitimacy rate, it's over 70%. You can't raise good children in a household where you don't have a stable mother and father. So I think the problems are cultural, and this bill does nothing to remedy that. It only seeks to divide us further.
Yeah, so the other disturbing part here, because this is all very disturbing, but maybe even the most outrageous part, and their remedy for these racial accusations against white doctors is as you said, the Obamacare report reads, or the report reads, it provides scholarships and loan repayment support for individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds serving in the health profession. It grants funding for the Health Career Opportunity Program, which supports schools that recruit and train individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds to work in the health profession. Bill also establishes a grant program to promote healthcare professionals' cultural and linguistic competence. So now they're looking for healthcare professionals and doctors to be from disadvantaged areas and minorities, and those students will get advantages having their loans forgiven and financial help to become doctors and join the medical profession where white people won't. How is that even legal?
And it's racial socialism. It's alarming. It's disturbing.
Would that? I mean, I don't know if that ever came to fruition and it was found to be unconstitutional. Would that knock out the whole bill, or would that just knock out the provision? I don't even know, legally speaking, how that will work.
I don't know, because I wonder if they could put it under, this violates the 14th Amendment, since everything violates the 14th Amendment.
Right.
The Equal Protection Clause, just like the slap it on the Band-Aid, But, yeah, I don't know where this is going. I think that this certainly deserves more attention.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, was this linked on Drudge or not, or did I find this just on your website? I don't remember.
Oh no, it's just on Daily Caller.
Yeah, okay, because this has got to be out there because this is just total insanity. I mean,
Yes.
This is the administration and whoever wrote this stupid bill basically saying, doctors are racist and blacks can't get good care and Hispanics can't get good care from white doctors, and we need more of the minorities in the field. We'll give them their schooling basically for free or at a severe discount, and screw whites. And I mean that's basically how I interpret that. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. There's significant racism against whites built into this bill, coming from whites. That's what's bizarre. I really don't understand why we have to make a big deal out of racial issues. I don't understand. I guess I'm being utopian now. Well, you can't just acknowledge that there are differences and yet live in harmony. And of course, this administration, you have the government actively seeking to bean count Americans and divide them up based on the color of their skin. It's extraordinary.
What's the reaction been since you've written, since this has appeared at the Daily Caller?
Outrage. People can't believe it. No one likes to subsidize. What's extraordinary too is the outrage is coming too from if you don't participate in this insane system that's biased against whites, you still have to pay a penalty. There's no escape from this. Your tax dollars go towards this, and you have to pay an extra penalty on top of that. It's terrible.
It is crazy. So Nancy Pelosi was right about one thing. You have to read the bill and pass the bill, rather, before you know what's in it. All right, listen, Katie, keep up the great work. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
Take care. Katie McHugh, ladies and gentlemen, editor of the Daily Caller. If this doesn't scare the living daylights out of you, then I don't know what will. It's social engineering at its most dangerous, and you're paying for it, and I'm paying for it. And if we don't like it, we could pay a fine or leave the country, I guess. Wow. All right, we're coming back. David French joins us, folks, on the Steve Malzberg Show, Newsmax TV and radio.